People, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I want to teach you guys about another credit card with US Bank. And this credit card is actually offering a higher bonus than it did before. So before, the previous bonus used to be $150 when you sign up, but right now, at the time I'm recording this video, you guys will get an extra $50, so it will go up to $200. So let's go ahead and look at that credit card because you guys may be interested in actually getting approved for it. Now, this credit card is the US Bank Cash Plus Visa Signature Card. Now, this credit card is one of the credit cards going to be a little harder to get. It's going to be one of the credit cards going to be hard to get, and there's other credit cards that's similar out there. I have similar credit cards on my website to this one, and if you really like this and you can't get it and you want to try to see if you can pre-qualify for another credit card, then definitely check my blog down below because I have a link that 3 credit cards I think that is similar to this that you guys can try to get approved for. Now, I told you guys that you guys are going to get an extra bonus. So you can see right here, you guys are going to actually get $150. Instead of getting $150 bonus, you guys are going to get the $200 bonus, but you have to make sure you spend at least $1,000 to be able to get that bonus. Now, this is going to be for the first 120 days of you opening your account, so you want to make sure that you spend your $1,000 during that time. Now, this one, you are not going to be able to pre-qualify for this credit card without a hard inquiry. I don't like that. I like that you can pre-qualify for a credit card, but they don't have that option. But if you really think that you can get this credit card, you have a higher credit score, definitely above 720, then you can apply for it if you really want this credit card. Now, they offer 5% back, and that's going to be on your first $2,000 in combined purchases each quarter on 2 categories that you choose. So you're able to choose which categories you want to get that cash back in. I do like that you guys get to choose, and on top of that, you get the 5% back. With me having my Discover, I like that we have the 5% back, and it's in different quarters. You got different things, but the point that you can pick what you get your 5% back in, that is really awesome. And the usually which each credit cards, they'll say in that quarter it's a certain amount of purchases. So this one, they're saying that you guys will have it for your first $2,000. I still think that is a deal too, because some credit cards may have like a lower threshold for saying that you only get to get that on your first 1,000 or 1,500. This one is actually 2,000, so I really like that. Now, they also have 2% back on all your other purchases, which is also really good. And you guys are going to get that back on EV charging station, gas station, in grocery stores, also in restaurants. So I really like that. And 1% back on everything else. Now, this is a thing that I really like to look for in a lot of the credit cards, or all the credit cards I tell you guys about, because I know it's going to be a lot of people out there that have credit cards. And I'm getting messages that you guys, not only do you guys have credit cards, but you guys are having a high balance on your credit cards. And having a high balance on your credit cards is really hurting you, because you guys are paying more interest on your credit cards, and on top of that, you're probably not able to get approved for more credit cards. So I always tell people, try to see if you can do like a balance transfer, or try to see if you can get a credit card that have like just a 0% intro APR on purchases, so that going forward you won't think about going to those other credit cards that you don't have the 0% intro APR on, and you can start really saving on interest and also getting approved for more credit cards. But this one, they're offering 0% intro APR on your purchases and your balance transfer, and that's going to be for the first 15 billing cycles. So that means that you guys, for the first 15 billing cycles, you're not going to have to pay any interest on it. But if you do not pay off your full balance of pay off the money that you use on your credit cards within the first 15 billing cycles, you guys, they're going to charge you interest from the day you first start using your credit card for that 0% intro APR. So do not make that mistake. I see people make that mistake all the time. And when I first started with credit, I used to have like the Menards card, and they had the same thing where it's 0% intro when you spend a certain amount of money. And I thought that, oh, it's just 0% intro. Oh no, honey, you have to make sure that you pay that off, or they're going to start charging you interest from they do first use it. So they want you to have that balance, whatever you balance transferring, whatever was coming over, you want to make sure you have that fully paid off within that first 15 months, and then they'll be able to tell you that date also. But don't be naive like I was and thinking, I'm not going to be charged interest, because yes, you will be charged interest, and you're not going to like it. So you guys are going to earn 5% cash back on prepaid air, hotel, and car reservations when you book it directly through the Rewards Travel Center. So that is really good. And they also have the US Bank Extended Pay. I talked about that before, where they're not going to charge you any interest, which is really good. That's when you guys are making really large purchases. Like when you're making large purchases, they're going to allow you to be able to break up those payments basically, and they're not going to charge you any interest on it. So I really like that. Or if they do charge you interest, it's a very small fee. So definitely, if you guys are making large purchases, definitely look into that, because that can really help you guys out a lot. So you guys will have a lot of features here with the US Bank card. If you like US Bank, if you like the features on here, don't forget I have my link down below, so you guys can definitely try to see if you can get this credit card. But there's other credit cards that's similar to this credit card that you guys can definitely go ahead and apply for. But if you guys apply for these credit cards or any of the credit cards that I tell you guys about, make sure you guys come back and put it down below in the comments. Let us know that you got approved for it, because every week I am going to make a commitment that at least make a video for somebody in the comments. So maybe you have a question, I'm going to make sure I make a video, and then I am dedicated to going live so I can teach you guys how to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. I realize that is like one of my expertise, teaching people how to quickly boost their credit score, because it's a few things that you guys can do. It's 5 major ways I think that you guys can really improve your credit. And I have these free tips for you guys. So you guys can definitely sign up. I have the link down below. And when you guys sign up, it's going to be one of the things where I can tell you everything that you have to do. You can go ahead and implement it on your own. But if you need help, you want me to hold your hand through the process, we're going to all meet up as a group and go through these 5 tips. So one of the tips is I'm going to tell you guys, you got to remove some accounts from your credit report. So I'm going to have it so that I give you guys a letter that you can send into the credit bureaus to remove those inaccurate and negative accounts from your credit reports. And then we're going to come back to see what our results are. It's going to be as simple as that. Or if you're a member in my exclusive credit membership, you guys know that you already have access to remove these accounts from your credit reports. But we're going to all do it as a group. We're going to all come back together and tell each other like what happened. You all probably need to apply for more credit cards. We're going to apply for credit cards live together. I'm going to say, hey, look at your credit report, see what situation you're in, and then look into getting these credit cards here. When I went to get credit cards, one of the biggest things for me is it was very hard for me to find out like which credit cards to get approved for. I wish it was something like my blog, or just like my list that I have, my master credit card list, where you guys will be able to see like all of the different credit cards that's out there, so that you guys can determine which credit cards you want to actually apply for so you can get approved for. I wish that was out there, but I have that available for you all. And since we are in a recession, not going into one, we are in it. We are in a recession. Things is just like the beginning. It hasn't even gotten really bad yet. So I want to make sure that we're on top of it, and going into this new year, I want to make sure that everybody see increase in their credit score, so that you guys can be up in the next year and not down. 2023 should be a great year for everybody. And if you guys are having problems, definitely look down below and figure out when is my next live event and come to it. It's free, and I'm have a lot of free resources there for you all, so you can figure out what you have to do to increase your credit score. But hopefully this video was helpful. It tells you about another credit card you guys can definitely try to apply for. If I could just talk, you guys. So definitely make sure you guys check that out, and I'll see you guys in my next live event. Hopefully you guys will get approved for these credit cards, but I'll see you guys in the next video.